All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's right, baby.
And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Open man is Galladay, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll let it go deep for Foster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run right side with Hunt. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
59, ready. Set the tone, defense, let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll go screen here to nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, and a 1st down for the Falcons. On 1st down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday. Get up.
Now Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, 84 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Now the ball comes loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
That's it, baby.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Ryan to throw. Rolling, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Watch the run, watch the run.
He's back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the pass. 59's mark, 59's mark. Check, 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brandon Cooks finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. It won't matter. And it's going to quickly be overlooked in this thrilling victory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.